have a couple of roles in the SDA market. My first and foremost is my role at Guardian Living as a development manager. And we're focused on building apartment-style accommodation for people with physical disability, and we hope to expand that further in the next couple of years into townhouses and villas for people with both significant physical disability, but for people with intellectual disabilities as well.
So what's the experience been like so far?
It's been exciting. We currently have 24 apartments being built as we speak, and I have 6 townhouses being built as well. So we suspect that there'll be 30 people living in homes by the end of next year.
Wow, that sounds huge.
Yeah. Obviously, Guardian Living is a commercial business, and we don't hide from that. But outcomes have to be first. If you don't think about the outcomes of the individuals first, the model breaks down. We get good outcomes, we make it commercially viable, we can build more, we get more good outcomes. Summer Foundation and Summer Housing have done an amazing job to create a model around apartment-style accommodation that we have adapted and created a model in the private commercial space. That in itself is quite different, and there's very few companies doing it nationally. So working with developers, they're really keen to work with us once they understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. And we make sure our apartments and our homes are in locations which are connected to community. We don't spare costs on fireproofing, assistive technology. The bricks and mortar are at a place where these people can live sustainably for the next 20 years.
So it's kind of that value-based approach and connecting about all being people together. It sounds like it's bringing mainstream builders into disability. Is that kind of making that connection?
Once we team up with an access consultant and design the plans, the bricks and mortar is the easy bit. The challenge comes after that. The challenge comes working with the people with disabilities, negotiating the NDIA, and then understanding how the tenant's going to live inside quite a new type of accommodation with a service model which historically was designed around group homes.
What tips would you have for new builders or existing builders thinking about getting into SDA?
I think the most important thing is to make sure you have some really solid relationships in place. Look out for community housing providers, service providers, organisations like the Summer Foundation and Summer Housing. Get as much advice as you can and have solid foundations there. What we consider the most important thing is to make sure that you understand what the outcome needs to be before you build the bricks and mortar. Understand what type of people you're building for, and then build a product which is sustainable and long-lasting. Another piece of advice would be to make sure that where you build is close to the community and accessible for the individuals that want to live there. So we are going to have a commercial business and I have to look after my family, but it does become more than that. It becomes a lot more than that, especially when you start meeting the tenants. We're potentially changing lives, so that in itself is an exciting proposition.